right, y'all. This is about 1.5 pounds of ground deer, actually. So sorry, y'all, but ground beef in this house, we try not to use it because hunting season, we get ourselves a nice deer. So I went ahead and browned that with a little bit of taco seasoning, and I'm gonna throw some enchilada sauce. I picked out the red kind, and I'm gonna just make sure all of that is nicely in there. And you can use the green kind. We like the red here. If Kaylee's not around, I definitely do the green one, but green kind of makes her a little weary. Got some black beans. I went ahead and had these rinsed and washed out. Make sure you do that because there's, you know, some bad stuff in these cans, I tell y'all what. Got all those in. Top of there, some diced tomatoes. And y'all, you could do some rotel right here, but we're trying to make it not so spicy. And we're gonna give it a nice little, you know, special something, because Kaylee loves herself some of this goodness that we learned here in Mexico. Golden sweet corn, throwing that on top. Look at how beautiful those colors look, y'all. That is nice. Those colors are gonna turn out so much nicer. You know why? Got here some fresh cilantro, and I'm just gonna pick some and place it, excuse me, right over each of these. We're gonna try and get none of the stems. Grabbing my little spoon, gonna give it a nice little mix. Look at all that. You see the red, you see the beans, you see the corn, you see that cilantro peeking out. I'm gonna splash on a little Loco Gringo Southwest seasoning. And of course they didn't have this in Mexico, but that's okay. We're gonna, you know, just roll with it. Some adobo all-purpose seasoning. This is one of my favorite catch-alls. And I probably should have put that on before I mixed everything up, but we're just gonna give it a quick little stir. Lid on. We're gonna set it on high for 3 hours, but y'all, we ain't done yet. Just wait till you see what's next. All right, this has been on for about 1.5 hours. I got here a box of some sweet cornbread muffin mix, and I'm dumping the entire box right into this bowl. And we're gonna mix this up with, we got 1/2 cup of egg. We're gonna just plop those in. And then we're gonna give it a nice little mix up, and we're gonna get a nice consistency of that batter. And y'all, mine's getting stuck here in the whisk, so I'm gonna just have to go in and get a little bit dirty. All right, we got that mixed up. And now, since this is gonna be a tamale pie, I got here some daisy sour cream, and we're gonna try and squeeze out about 1 cup worth. And I think that's gonna, a little extra squirt's not gonna hurt us. And now I wonder if this is gonna work. Y'all, it's not gonna, so I'm gonna have to go back in with my fingers and get this to a nice doughy batter. All right, y'all, now that that dough is nicely mixed up and my hands are washed, I'm gonna bring y'all over here to my crock pot. And this is where that tamale inserts have been cooking. And I'm gonna grab this spoon and my batter, and I'm gonna try and get this into a nice layer right there on top so that we can get it to be a little crust. It's not working out so well for me, but that's okay. Now, when I learned this in Mexico, they didn't use a crock pot. I'm not sure what kind of pan that was, but they seem to have it a little more seamless of a process, but that's okay because y'all, we're trying. And just for a little extra pizzazz, I got what's supposed to be a green onion, and I'm just gonna snip all these little pretty rings, and we're gonna get it nice and down to that white onion part. Oh, that's where all the flavor is, y'all. That dark green is more just for the color, but this is the flavor that we are wanting. Okay, I'm gonna kind of just make that a little bit more even. I got my lid. We're setting it back on, and it's gonna be on for about another hour and a half. And then we're gonna come back, give ourselves a little cheese, and then take a big old bite. All right, y'all, this has been on for an hour and a half on high with the little crust we got. Ooh, look at that steam. Look at that bubbly. Oh, I cannot wait to try this. But first, y'all, I got here some nacho and tacos cheese. And normally you would let this melt just a little bit, but this is just some cheese with some taco seasoning on it. So this was about, I guess, 3/4 of a bag. So I'm gonna just kind of spread it on out. And instead of waiting for it to melt, y'all, I'm just gonna have to dive in because it smells too good. I can't wait. So I'm gonna just get me, oh, nice little scoop. Y'all, look at that cornbread. Oh my goodness. That cornbread is just cooked perfectly. I knew that sour cream was gonna do that trick. Look at all that beautifulness. Gonna get more sour cream. Kind of just to, you know, cool it off a little bit. Get a little squeeze. And y'all, I'm gonna dig right in because I cannot wait. And y'all need to tamale pie. Woo!
This must be great. That's yummy, y'all.